Rohan, thank you very much for joining us at this hour. Well, 13 years ago, in fact, you had reached the final of a Grand Slam in men's doubles. That was with Essam Qureshi. 13 years later with Ebden. How was this time different, though the result was the same?
Hi, Rika. First of all, thank you so much, for having me. And the number one thing, first of all, to talk about making that final is the 13-year gap, right? I mean, at the end of the day, for an athlete to be playing at a high level for 13 years itself is a long period of time. So that doesn't happen often. So obviously into 2010, when I made a final with Qureshi, that was a breakthrough year. So the biggest thing for me is that, I was able to sustain it for such a long period of time to play at a high level. And that's the most important thing to do, and to be able to, still compete at the highest level, compete for a Grand Slam title. I think I'm very proud of myself for, being there, playing at the highest competitive level against the best players in the world. And I really believe that, I genuinely had a chance to win that title, and we were as close as it could get. And, so really extremely happy with, making that final. Yeah, winning and losing, of course, at the end of the day, you want to win titles. You played these big events to win titles, and, making a semifinals at Wimbledon this year and then final at the US Open clearly shows that, the mental strength I bring in even today after playing for such a long time, bringing that experience. And I think the experience is which is really, shown from 2010 to 2023.
Well, Novak Djokovic has said that 36 is the new 26. For you, could 43 be the new 33?
No, 43 is the 43, because I really believe that the experience I have today at 43, it's far more higher than what I had at 33. So I really think completely the mental strength today, what I have is where, the biggest positive thing which has taken me to this level and, made me play at, a level that I always believed that I could be playing at.
Rohan, let's talk about your journey a little bit. 2 years ago, you considered retiring from the circuit, then you came back. You had a very bad knee injury. Tell us a little bit about how you turned things around.
First of all, Rika, I'm not sure where you read that or that I was considering retiring, but, I don't think I ever mentioned that personally. I said it was, I did have a lot of knee injuries, and in terms of, having no cartilages on my knee. And back in 2019, I was on 2-3 painkillers a day, and I, physically had a lot of pain. In 2020, I started on doing some Iyengar yoga, which I think made a tremendous of a difference, in my physically to gain a lot of strength in my body again. And I went from 2-3 painkillers a day to no painkillers today. And I think that was a significant part of, me being able to play pain-free. And as an athlete, anytime you are pain-free, I think that is the biggest strength. And I think the yoga itself, helped in a big way of aligning my body in a better shape, building that mental strength as well. And I think so that during that pandemic, that 4-5 months of doing 4 sessions a week of Iyengar yoga, I think made a, huge impact and a huge self-belief again to, go out there and compete and, play my best tennis.
Rohan, let's talk a little bit about the match itself, the US Open final. You had won the first set, and then suddenly the momentum swung. There was a point that you could have won, except the ball brushed your hand, and you told the referee that you would like to concede the point to the opponent. You were praised, and we could hear the claps, the thunder of the claps from New York to Delhi. Tell us a little bit about, gamemanship and how important is it, how difficult it is firstly to concede such a point to your opponent at that critical juncture, and the importance of gamemanship.
After all, Rika, tennis is a gentleman's game. It's always been a gentleman's game, and I think I'm thankful to my parents, the upbringing I've had, and always to do the right thing. And the minute that ball touched my elbow, I immediately called it upon on myself, and I really believe that was the right thing to do. Irrespective of what the score was, or how big the match was, or which part of the match or the score line it would have been, I think I would have always done that. And I really believe that winning and losing is part of the game, but having the right integrity of playing the sport and doing it the right way, I think today I sleep better knowing the fact that yes, I lost the final, but still, I think I'm far better taking that over knowing the fact that the ball touched my elbow and I ended up winning the point. I don't think I would have slept well for many, many days knowing that something like that would have happened. So I think it is an inbuilt thing, and I always had that, and I really thought at that point of time it was the right thing to do for me.
Rohan, your backhand returns would make Stan Wawrinka proud. Tell us, how do you see yourself going into the Asian Games, and do we see you playing the circuit, the Grand Slam circuit next year?
Yeah, actually, I mean, just to be compared, to Stan by you is amazing thing. I mean, he's definitely one of the guys I've watched over the years, winning a lot of matches with that backhand. Yeah, and I was really feeling it pretty comfortable during the entire tournament, and I was hitting a lot of good returns out there. And we are going into the Asian Games. I'm looking, confident of, being there again. I think we have a great shot of winning a medal for India. And after that, yes, looking to continue with Matt Ebden going into next year, and seeing how that progresses. This weekend I have a big match coming up in Lucknow in the Davis Cup. It's going to be my last tie, so a little mixed emotions going into Lucknow. And but still, having said that, I think it's been a good 21 years of being part of the Davis Cup team, and I'm looking forward to supporting the boys in every single way, but also looking forward to playing my last match there in Lucknow.
Rohan, you and Novak Djokovic, you have just reversed the saying that tennis is a young man's game. Have you guys been exchanging some secret notes?
Actually, unfortunately, I would love to sit down and chat with him and, pick his brain with all the fantastic experience and expertise he brings into the game. But maybe in the coming season, in the indoor season, I'll get more time, to meet him and maybe pick his brain on it.
Rohan, thank you very, very much for joining us. Any time that we see you on the field now, we'll consider as the bonus.